Good evening. Today is Thursday, February 26th, which means it's Emily's birthday. I don't know if you can read the sign, but it says, Happy birthday, Emily. Happy 19th birthday. Congrats on being born today. Welcome to the 19-year-old club. Yay, happy birthday. In case I haven't told you enough. I think I've told you, like, you know, a couple times today so far. So, again, happy birthday. I think it's entirely appropriate that I got this day because I love telling Emily happy birthday on her birthday. But as for you guys' videos, Demi is the one I saw first because she posted before Emily did. And congrats on getting Leonata for Much Ado About Nothing. Sweet. You're Miss Actress, so like I'm sure you'll do wonderfully. Keep us posted on the late night rehearsals. Hope they go well. Yeah, congratulations. On Emily's video, happy birthday again, in case I haven't told you in the last minute. Happy birthday. Hey Emily, so even though it is your birthday, that doesn't excuse you from forgetting Katie and I's videos last week. I mean, come on, how can you forget my videos? And Katie's were like not even Katie's face, it was like all words. So how can you forget that? Maybe you're having like memory loss as you like grow older. Perhaps, maybe because like you're 19 now and your memory is slowing down. That's my theory. Happy birthday, Kate. You did reprimand me for hammering in my dorm room, and maybe I should have gone to the wood shop because it was weird. I went to the wood shop last week and I started hammering, and the guys that normally pick fun of me were nice. Like the wood shop owner guys were like, they came over and they're like, hey, yeah, so like what are you working on? And I was like, oh, I'm just nailing stuff. And they're like, yeah, that's cool, like who's your teacher? And it was like, they're being friendly to me. Maybe I looked like I knew what I was doing in the wood shop. Maybe I'm like an awesome hammerer, minus the fact that I did hit my thumb. But it's okay now. But yeah, maybe I'm thinking that because I did do it in my dorm room, the girls upstairs got revenge on me because yesterday, there was some moving around going on, and these are not exactly the thickest walls, and so it pretty much sounded like they were taking like dumbbells and like throwing them on the ground repeatedly. And I'm like, what the heck is going on up there, right? And then I talked to my friend who lives on the second floor, and she's like, oh, someone was moving out of the room, and so they were like moving around the beds and dropping lots of stuff, I guess. So I was like, okay, I guess my dumbbell theory is wrong. But, okay. Emily asked us to impersonate a teacher, and the only teacher that I think you guys will find amusing if I impersonate is my architecture teacher. So I'm going to tell a joke that she told us on Monday. And so here's her disclosure. Now, it may be morning, it may be early, and you guys might not get this joke, or I'm just really bad at telling jokes. She's really bad at telling jokes. But I'm going to tell you it anyway, and maybe you will get it. And we're like, yeah, okay. Kind of, hesitant, but like, what in the world is she going to say? Okay. There's a bricklayer, and he wanted to make a wall out of bricks. And so he counted out how many he'd need to make the wall, so-and-so, length and width. And he counts out the bricks he needs and gets the perfect number, and he begins to work and stacks them up, and pastes them on, stacks them up. And he has one left over. And he's like, well, what am I supposed to do with this brick? And my teacher, looks around at us like as if we should know the answer to this question. I'm like, is this something like architecture related? The brick is supposed to be made into something? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, he throws it over his shoulder, throws it away. And we're like, haha, is that the end of the joke? And none of us like understood. And so she's like, okay, let me try another one. We're like, okay, this one's better. So she's like, okay, so there's this guy. He's on a train, and he got a lunch on the train. So he has like a sandwich, has a pickle, eating a sandwich, and a lady with a little small dog comes and sits across the seat from him. So they're like facing each other. And naturally, as most small dogs act, this one was just yapping his butt off. She didn't say the part about his butt off. She wouldn't say something like that. And this guy eating a sandwich is like, you know, slowly getting agitated that this dog won't stop barking. And so he politely asks the lady, he's like, "Excuse me, miss, can you try to, you know, calm down your dog, maybe get it to stop barking?" And she's like, "Okay, I'll try." And I mean, whatever, it's a dog. Of course it didn't stop barking. And so the guy finishes the sandwich and, like, just, you know, gets more and more agitated. And finally he's just like, "Okay, if you don't get this dog to stop barking, I'm going to throw it out the window of the moving train." And she's like, "Well, if you throw my dog out the window, I'm going to throw your pickle out the window." And so the guy goes over to the barking dog, had enough, throws it out the window. So the lady's like, "Okay," and so she takes the pickle, throws it out the window too. And the lady just really upset about the fact that her dog gets tossed out the window, so the train comes to a stop, and they exit the train, and the lady turns around, she sees her dog running up beside her, and she's like, "Oh, it's back, and it had something in its mouth." And so what do you think was in its mouth? And we're like, "The pickle?" She's like, "The brick!" And we're like, "That wasn't funny. No, I don't understand your logic. The joke, no, no, I don't get it." Okay, that's my impersonation. Maybe not exactly like her. It's more like me telling the joke as her. And she probably told it a lot worse than that, so I'm sorry. I couldn't make it worse. But, that was her joke. I hope you found it funny like we did. I have a feeling that the joke took a lot longer, which means that this video is running long. Katie, I'll do your flip the coin challenge thing next week, I guess. But, hey, Emily, just in case I haven't reminded you in the past, like, you know, couple of minutes, happy birthday! Bye!